Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We're back with some 1961 New York Yankees baseball on here on September 12th, 1961. The Yankees travel out to the Windy City to take on the Chicago White Sox. And let's take a look at the visiting New York Yankees starting lineup for this game. Leading off playing second base, Bobby Richardson. Batting second, playing shortstops, Tony Kubek. Batting third, playing right field's Roger Maris. Batting fourth, playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Elston Howard. Batting seventh, playing left field is Hector Lopez. Batting eighth, playing third base is Clint Boyer. And on the mound, batting ninth for the New York Yankees is Ralph Terry. Let's take a look at the hometown Chicago White Sox starting lineup for this game. Leading off playing shortstop, Luis Aparicio. Batting second, playing right field is Floyd Robinson. Batting third, playing left field is Minnie Mioso. Batting fourth, playing first base is Roy Serves. Batting fifth, playing third base is Hal Smith. Batting sixth, playing second base is Nellie Fox. Batting seventh, playing center field is Jim Landis. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Cam Cameron. And batting ninth doing the pitching for the White Sox is Billy Pierce. Let's get over here to Comiskey Park in the Windy City and get this game started. This is Billy Pierce's 27th start of the year. He's got a 3.12 ERA. He's 11-7 with 5 complete games. His first batter he'll face is going to be Bobby Richardson. Bobby's batting .256 with 3 home runs and 57 RBIs on the day. Here's the pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be a fly ball out in the shallow left field, and on the run is Al Smith. He makes the catch out there and robs Bobby of a base hit. So now there's one out and Tony Kubek up. Tony's batting .276 with 6 home runs and 54 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Kubek pulls that ball. Floyd Robinson gets over there quickly. Excuse me. Holds Kubek to a single. And that brings up Roger Maris, folks. Batting .272 on the season, 66 home runs. Can he make it to 70? 131 RBIs. Maris has been on fire, especially since he hit his 61st home run. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that's going to be a deep fly ball out the left field. Minnie's got it for out number 2. And that brings up Mickey Mantle. And Mick do something with Kubek down at first. Mick's batting .312, 47 home runs of his own, and 138 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that ball is tattooed. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. Number 48 on the year for Mick, and the Yankees lead this game 2-0, folks. RBI 139 and 140. Increases MLB lead over Jim Gentile and RBIs. That brings up the Moose, Bill Skowron, batting .273, 38 home runs, 132 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Luis at short. That'll end the inning, but Mick gets the Yankees on board with that home run. And it's Yankees 2. Aparicio, Robinson, and Minnie Mioso due up here for the White Sox. Ralph Terry making his 23rd start of the year. He's got a 2.74 ERA. He's 14-3. And he's got 6 complete games. Luis Aparicio will be his first batter he'll face, batting .233, 2 home runs, 44 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a base on balls, and you don't want to do that to Aparicio. It could turn into a double. He's got 30 steals on the year. That'll bring up Floyd Robinson now. Floyd's batting 307, 14 home runs and 58 RBIs. And that's ground ball down the short. Can the Yankees turn to Quebec over to Richardson, over to Skowron, but Floyd beats it out. So now there's one out with Floyd down at first. Minnie Mioso's up. Batting 260, 23 home runs and 87 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Ralph. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And he drives that ball into the gap in right field. And that's going to score Robinson from first. And they cut the lead in half. And it is 2-1 Yankees, with Minnie down at second with one out for Roy serves. So just like that, White Sox right back in it. Serves batting 263, 21 home runs, 91 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. He looks the runner back and fires over to first. And now there's two outs. The runner down at second for Al Smith. Al's batting 295, 26 home runs, 107 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Carries up with it, fires over to first. Now to end the inning, but the White Sox score one and make it 2-1 New York. So we go to the top of the second. We got Howard, Lopez, and Boyer due up here for the Yankees. And Howard's batting 341 on the year, folks. 15 home runs and 70 RBIs. And that's going to be a ball one to Howard. Can he take advantage of this 1-0 count? And yes, he does. He drives that ball in the center field. Landis can't get to it. It'll drop in there for a base hit. Elston Howard's on it first with a leadoff single. Brings up Hector Lopez, batting 218 on the year, no home runs, 12 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Slow roller. Smith's only play is going to be over to first. And Howard will get down the second with one out here for Clint Boyer. And Clint come up with a key base hit here and drive Howard in. It'll take a nice base hit. Howard doesn't have a lot of speed. Boyer's hitting 224 on the year, 11 home runs, 52 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And that'll get the runner over to third. But now there's two outs, and that brings up Ralph Terry. And Terry help his own cause here, folks. We know we don't need no stinking DH. Terry's batting 177 on the year. Does have 5 RBIs. Hey, Philip. No, I didn't get the email. At least I haven't seen it yet, Philip. I haven't checked my email since this morning. And let's see if Ralph Terry can drive in Howard. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Smith bobbles that one, throws over to first. It's not in time, and Howard's going to score on the E5. So Terry doesn't get the RBI, but the run scores, folks, and they get the run right back. Hey, Tim D. And now we got Bobby Richardson up with 2 outs. Terry down at first. Bobby popped up the third his first time up, got robbed of a base hit. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Luis will go the easy way to second. That'll end the inning. But the Yankees score an unearned run and take a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the second. And Fox, Landis, and Carry-On due up. Old Nelly's batting 251 with 5 home runs, 37 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Rogers got that measure. That'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Jim Landis. And Landis is batting 264, 18 home runs, 78 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Clint Boyer. He fires across the diamond to Skowron. 2 up and 2 down. Here comes Cam. And cool. How's it going for you, Philip? Philip said he just finished game number 52 in his replay using History Maker Baseball. Cameron is batting .283 with 8 home runs and 31 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one off of Terry. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. And the White Sox get that run right back and make it a 1-run game again. It's now 3-2 New York. Here comes Billy Pierce up. Billy's batting buck 27 with 3 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. But the home run by Cameron makes it 3-2. We go to the top of the third. Quebec, and then the M&M boys are due up. Maris and Mantle. Pretty cool, man. Glad it's going good, man. All righty. Here's Tony Quebec. He singled and came around to score on the home run by Mick. Can Tony get on board again here, folks? And that's going to be a fly ball out to Landis in center field. That'll be out number 1 here in the third. That brings up Roger Maris. Roger can do his second time up here against Jim. He flew out the deep left field his first time up. And they don't want no parts of Roger. They're going to walk him. I don't know how smart that is. Roger just hit his 48th home run of the year, folks, and drove in his 140th RBIs. Can Mick go back to back here, folks? Here's the pitch to Mick. No, that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Nelly Fox is up with it. He fires over to Luis over the serve, and that'll be a 4-6-3 double play. That gets the Yankees out of there. Well, that's good. 2 games a night. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Philip. So we go to the bottom of the third. It's still 3-2 New York. We got the top of the order. Aparicio, Robinson, and Mioso due up here. Luis walked his first time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. Terry walks him again. He got away with it the first time. Here's Floyd Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Reached on the fielder's choice and came around to score. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Let's see if they can turn 2 over to Richardson. Over to first. And Robinson beats it out again, folks. So now you got 1 on, 1 out for Minnie. He got a double his first time up and drove in Robinson. Here's the pitch from Terry. And that's going to be a pop up on the infield. And Quebec wants it and makes the catch for out number 2. And now we got Roy serves up. Floyd still down at first. 2 outs. Roy grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a infield hit. Serve, even with his speed, beats that one out. Now we got first and second, 2 outs. Let's see here. We got Al Smith up now. He grounded back to the mound his first time up. Terry's got himself a little bit of a jam. He just needs 1 out to get out of it, though. And that's not going to do it. Al Smith tags this one, folks. And that ball is driven into left field. That'll score Robinson. And serve will make it down to third. And this game is tied up, folks. It is now 3 apiece. 2 outs, runners on the corner for Nelly Fox. Oh, Nelly. He flew out the Maris his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Quebec. Quebec will go the short way over the second. Sorry, that ground ball down the second. Bobby will go over the second with it. And that'll end the inning. But what happened there? Hold on. Let's go back. He didn't score. Undo. Didn't score from second. Didn't score from second on the single. Alrighty, single in the left field. Then a ground ball down the second. Ends the inning. Alrighty, and now the game's tied up at three apiece. We got Howard, Lopez, and Boyer due up here for the Yanks. Terry's giving up the lead here. And what happened here? Hold on a second, folks. Okay, that's what happened. Let's get this here as we drop the card on the floor. And we'll have Scourin, Howard, and Lopez due up. The Moose is 0 for 1. He grounded out the shortest first time up. And he gets a hold of this one, drives that down the line at right field, bounces off the wall, and Moose is standing down at second with a leadoff double, folks. The Yankees trying to get right back in this game, tied up 3 apiece. Howard singled his first time up. Can he do it again here and drive Scourin in? And he drives that ball in the right field. And the Moose puts on the Jets, folks. He's going to score. And this game is now 4-3. The pitchers ain't having much control of this one. Howard down at first with nobody out for Hector Lopez. And Lopez is batting .216. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Can Hector take advantage of it? And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they turn 2 again. Nelly over the Luis over the serve, but Lopez beats it out, folks. So now there's 1 out. Boyer's up with Lopez down at first. And Boyer grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be a double play ball. That's tailor-made. That ball's hit down the Aparicio. He's up with it. Over to Fox. Over to serve. And that'll end the inning. But the Yankees score 1 and lead this game 4-3. Can Terry hold it? He hasn't done a good job. He's given up a run in each inning. Landis, Carry On, and Pierce due up. Jim grounded out the third his first time up. And that ball is high. That ball is far. So much for the lead, folks. Jim Landis just tied this ball game up with 1 swing at that. It's 4 apiece. Can't hold on to the lead here. And now you got Cameron up. Cam homered his first time up. The Windy City. The wind must be blowing out today, that's for sure. All righty, here's the pitch to Cam. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. And Mantl's got to get on his horse and chase that one down. He saves a rifle base hit there. Little tip of the cap. Now there's 1 down for Billy Pierce. And Billy struck out his first time up. That's the only strikeout for Terry today. And that's going to be a fly ball, and that's hit over Mano's head. He's running back and makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch, and he just saved another hit. What's going on, Big Clue? Now there's 2 outs. Aparicio's up. He's walked both times, folks. Can Terry finally get him out here? And yes, that's a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. And that'll end the inning. But the White Sox score one on the Landis home run, and we're tied up 4 apiece. Going to the top of the fourth. Terry in the top of the order, and Richardson and Quebec. Ralph reached on an error his first time up. Can he get on base again? And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the first strikeout for Billy Pierce. And now we're back to the top of the order, and Mr. Bobby Richardson, he is 0 for 2 today. Can he get on and set the table? And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jim Landis. And that'll be out number 2. And now we got Tony Q back up. Tony's 1 for 2. Came around to score one, the Mickey Mantle home run in the first inning. Tony get on board and give Roger a shot here to get the Yankees back in the lead. And no, that's a ground ball down to Al Smith. And the Yankees go down in order. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Tied up 4 apiece. We've got Robinson, Mioso, and Serves due up. Floyd is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice both times and came around to score both times. And he's going to get on base again, this time with a single in the right field. So again, Terry's in trouble to start the 5th inning off. Can he get a ground ball double play to help himself out here? A lot of speed around the bases, though. Minnie's doubled his first time up and popped up the short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. Boyers only plays over to 1st. So the go-ahead runs in scoring position with 1 out. Corey Serves up. And Roy is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a big swing and a miss. Only a second strikeout by Terry. He needed that one. Hey, legends. That'll bring up Al Smith. Al, he had a RBI single hit last time up. Can Terry get out of this mess for the first time without giving up a run? And yes, he does. That's a ground ball down. Now it's a pop-up down the short. Quebec's got it. So the leadoff single doesn't come home. And he finally gets out of an inning without giving up a run, folks. We go to the top of the 6th. We got the M&M boys due up, followed by a scowl run. Roger walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Can he get on board again or maybe hit number 67 and give the Yankees the lead? And that is a deep fly ball in the right field, but Robinson, short of the track, makes the catch for out number 1. Now we got Mick. Mick homered his first time up. He's 1 for 2 today, grounding into a double play his other time up. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be an easy ground ball down to Nellie Fox. 2 up and 2 down. Can Moose Scourin do something here in the 6th inning? Here's the pitch for Moose. And that's going to be a an error on Al Smith again. That's an E5. Scourin gets aboard. That's how the Yankees scored 1 run, was an error by Smith. So it gives the Yankees an extra out. Howard's having himself a great game. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI and came around to score. Can he do something here with 2 outs with Moose down at first? And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Aparicio's got it. Tosses it over to Nelly, and the Yankees leave 1 on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Fox, Landis, and Cam due up. Nelly's 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be 0 for 3 as that's a lazy fly ball in the right field. Rogers got it. And that'll bring up Jim Landis. Landis homered his last time up and tie this game up. Here's the pitch to Jim. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Jim's got Ralph figured out today, so that's a 1-out single. Here comes the other guy that's hit a home run off of Terry, old Cam. He's 1 for 2 today. Flew out to center his last time up. And that's going to be an infield hit. And Ralph's got himself in another predicament here. First and second and one out. And here is the question. Billy's kind of settled down. I don't think you take him out of the game because they don't have much of a bullpen. That's for sure. Not much of a bullpen at all. I say he lays down a bunt here. Tries to get the go-ahead run down the third. So that's what they're going to do. Here comes the pitch to Billy. And that's going to be a foul out. Nice job by Howard catching that one, folks. And the runners will stay put. So now there's 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Luis Aparicio. And he is 0 for 1 today. He's walked twice, grounded out to second his other time up. Can Terry get out of this mess with nobody scoring? And yes, he can, because that's a foul ball. Howard back near the screen makes the catch, and that'll end the inning, folks. Nice piece of pitching by Terry after getting into trouble. We go to the top of the 7th, still tied up at 4 apiece. You got Lopez, Boyer, and Terry due up. Hector is 0 for 2. Can he get aboard here with a base hit? No, that's a ground ball down the box for out number 1. Oh, Maris has got 66 home runs. Mick just hit his 48th, Philip. They're doing real well. Roger has a good chance of getting 70 this year. Here's Clint Boyer. He grounded out twice. Can he get aboard here? And that's going to be a fly ball down the left field line, and nice play by Smith. Just robbed Boyer of a base hit. Terry's been pitching into a mess here, but we're going to let him swing away. 2 outs. I'm not going to waste a pitch hitter here. He's 0 for 2. He reached on an error and did come around the score. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the 7th. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Tied up at 4. You got Robinson, Mioso, and Serves due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Floyd's 1 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And believe it or not, he gets the leadoff batter out, folks. 1 out here in the 7th. Brings up Minnie Mioso. And Minnie is 1 for 3 with an RBI double. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And all of a sudden, Terry's finding his groove late in the game. Here comes Roy Serves up now. And Roy's 1 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out, and singled. And that's going to be another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Terry. We go to the top of the 8th. We got the top of the order due up here for the Yanks. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. They haven't scored since the 4th. Billy Pierce has settled down. Let's see if Bobby can get on base here. He's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. Set the table for the big boys. Here comes Tony Quebec up now. Tony's been on base. He singled today and came around the score. Flew out the center and grounded out the third. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. He's going to spin and throw that ball down the second. We're out number 1. Luis was covering down there. So that brings up Roger Maris with Quebec down at first. 1 swing and a bat here, and the Yankees could have a 2-run lead. Rogers 0 for 2 with a walk today. And that's going to be 0 for 3 as that's a fly ball in the right field. Floyd's got it for out number 2. It's up to the Mick here. Yeah, like I say, he's pitching a hell of a game here. He had a rough first 2 innings, but he's settled down now, legends. Here's Mick. He hit a home run off of him in the first. Can he at least get a base hit and maybe drive Q back in and give the Yankees the lead? And we dropped the dice for the first time today. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on Mick. Can he take advantage of it? And no, he can't. That ball is hit down on the ground, down the second. Fox goes the short way over to Luis, and that'll end the inning. The Yankees leave Q back down at first. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Smith, Fox, and Landis due up here in the 8th. Al's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And that'll be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. That'll be out number 1. And here's Nelly Fox. And he is 0 for 3. Flew out to Roger twice, reached on a fielder's choice. Now it's going to be a ground ball down to Quebec. 2 ground balls, 2 outs here in the 8th. That brings up Jim Landis. He tied this game up in the 4th. He's 2 for 3 today, folks. He's got ground figured out. Can get him out here in the 8th. And yes, he does. Another ground ball down the short. And we go to the top of the 9th. Still tied up at 4 apiece. We have Skowron, Howard, and Lopez due up here against Billy. Can one of these guys get on base and maybe score? Yeah, Bob was hurt in 61, had arm problems. Yep, and didn't pitch much after the All-Star break, Philip. Yeah, they didn't realize he was having arm problems. He had a hell of a 60 season. And then in 61, like I said, had some arm problems. And they pitched him up until about the All-Star break and then put him on the shelf. Here is the Moose. He's 1 for 3 with a double. He reached on an error his last time up, came around the score on that double. Can he do it again, folks? And that's going to be a base on balls. Skowron trots on down the first. We're not going to run for him yet. If he gets in scoring position, we'll think about running for him. Hate to take his bat out of the lineup. Here comes Elston Howard having a great game. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI. Can he do something with Moose down at first? And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. Home run number 16 for Elston Howard. And puts the Yankees up 6-4, folks. Still nobody out here in the game. Billy Pierce can't believe it, pitching a well of a game and gives up another gopher ball. Here's Hector Lopez. He's 0 for 3 today. Can he get back on base today? And no, that's going to be a fly ball out to Floyd Robinson. He's got room to catch this one. And that is out number 1 here in the 9th. That'll bring up Mr. Clint Boyer. Boyer's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and popped up the third. Got robbed of a base hit. And not this time. He squares it up, folks. And that ball is hit into right field. And he's grounding second. And that brown-eyed handsome man is headed down the third for a triple, as Beatles would say. And now with 1 out, Boyer down at third. We're going to pitch hit for Terry. Luis is going to come in here and try to save this game. And I think Bob Serve is going to come off the bench here. And I think the Sox are going to make a pitching change. Are they going to do a double switch? No, I don't think they're going to do that. They're just going to bring in a righty here. The face. Bob Serve. Bring the infield in. Let's see who they're going to bring in here. They could bring in Mr. Perfect, Don Larson, to pitch against his former teammates. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring in Don Larson to pitch against these Yankees here. They're going to pitch hit for him in the bottom of the 9th. So they just needing him to get 2 outs here. So Larson's coming in the game. Can Don get the 2 outs against his former teammates, Mr. Perfect Don Larson. You got a runner down at third and 1 out. He'll bring the infield in, and Bob serves up the bat. Larson enters this game. This is his 33rd appearance. He's got a .038 ERA for the Sox. He was with Kansas City earlier. Let's see what his whole record is this year. With Kansas City, he pitched in 10 games for Kansas City, had a 4.67 ERA. So the Sox has gotten the best out of him, that's for sure. Can he get the Yankees out here and hold this a 2-run lead? Here's the pitch to Bob Cerv, batting .281 on the year, 6 home runs, 19 RBIs. The infield's in, and that's going to be a pop up to short. Luis Aparicio trots back, normal fielding position. He'd have been standing right there, but he runs back, makes the catch, and Larson gets a big out there. Now there's 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order. And Bobby Richardson, he's 0 for 3. He walked his last time up. Can Bobby come out with a 2-out base hit and give the Yankees a little more wiggle room? And no, he can't. That ball is hit down to second. Fox will throw over to first, and that'll end the inning. But Elston Howard's 2-run homer gives the Yankees a 6-2 lead. Luis will be coming out of the bullpen here, trying to pick up save number 37. And he'll be facing Cam, a pitch hitter for Larson and Aparicio. What the heck happened there? Come on now. Why didn't it bring you in the game, old Luis? All righty, this will be Luis's 53rd appearance with a 2.49 ERA. He's 4-4. Like I say, this will be his 37th save if he can get it. Here is old Cam. He's 2 for 3 with a homer and a single his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls, not what you want to see here with a 2-run lead. And now they'll have a pitch hitter here for Don Larson. And I think they're going to bring out Mike Hirschberger is going to come out and pitch hit here against the lefty. And there's Mike. And Mike's hitting .286 on the year. He's only been in 5 games. He's 4 for 14 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Luis. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. I don't think so. Come on now. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Looked at that wrong. I'm getting ready to say I didn't think that was a hit by pitch. Nice play by Mick out there in center field. robbed Hershberger of a base hit. We're back to the top of the order now. One out. And Aparicio's up. He's 0 for 2, but he's walked twice today. Here's the pitch from Aurora. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Can the Yankees turn two and get out of this game? Over the Quebec, over the first, and not even close. Aparicio beats that throw easy. So the White Sox down to their last out here. Floyd Robinson's 1 for 4. He's reached on two fielders' choice, singled and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a base on balls. And now the tying runs on first. The winning runs at the plate. Minnie Mioso and Luis is walking himself into trouble here, folks. First and second, 2 outs. Minnie's doubled in the first inning, popped up the short, grounded out, and struck out. Here's the pitch to Mioso. And that is going to be a infield fly. Boyer's over, makes the catch. Luis has been making these games interesting. He gets the save, folks. Yankees win 6-4 in Windy City. Take a look at this box score here. Yeah, like I say, 5 innings. Wouldn't surprise me, Philip. Sure was right, Tim. Luis here lately sure hasn't been a shutdown reliever. He has made these games very interesting. After being off to a great start this year, I mean, he was locked down. The Yankees 6 runs on 7 hits and no errors. White Sox 4 runs, 8 hits. They out-hit the Yanks and 2 errors. That was a costly 1 error down there for Al Smith. Yeah, it was tight, too tight. Like I say, old Ralph Terry didn't pitch his best game. Elston Howard 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Mick with that 2-run homer. That was the 2 big boys for the Yankees. The Yankees were 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Didn't have a lot of opportunities against Billy Pierce, but they took advantage of them. They only left 4 men on base. And it was the bottom part of the order that did the damage against Ralph Terry. Landis and Cam both with 2 hits. Both of them with solo homers. They was 1 for 5, and they left 8 men on base. That was the difference in the game, not coming through when they needed it. Ralph picks up his 15th win, goes 8 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, struck out 4, and gave up them 2 home runs. Luis comes in as far as the line here, picks up his 37th save. The 1 inning, but 2 walks made it very interesting. Very interesting. Poor Billy Pierce pitched a heck of a game, I thought. Goes to 11 and 8. 8 and a third innings, gives up 7 hits, 6 runs. Like I say, only 5 of them earned. Walked 3, struck out 2, and gave up the 2 home runs. Don Larson comes in and shuts the door. And a little too late, though. Let's take a look at the rest of the games here in the American League. You got the A's traveling to Detroit to take on the Tigers. Can the Kansas City A's help out the Yankees? They always called them the Yankees farm team. Maybe the Yankees can send them somebody to beat the Tigers. And the Tigers beat up on the A's. True. The A's 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Tigers 18 runs, 17 hits, and no errors. Woo-wee. Yankees better send somebody to Detroit to help them out. You got the Red Sox going down to D.C. to take on the Senators. This is the last game in the American League on the 12th. And the Red Sox get a win in D.C. 5 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The Senators 2 runs on 12 hits and an error. And like I say, that's the last game in the American League on September 12th. Let's take a look at the standings here. 18 runs is crazy, ain't it? They beat up on those A's. The Yankees are 11 and a half games up on the Tigers. The Orioles are 14 games back. The White Sox, I believe I'd eliminated the White Sox. Let's check here. I think it's a three-man race, and the Orioles are pretty close to being eliminated too. Yeah, the White Sox are eliminated. And let's see what the Orioles here. And the Orioles are down. The magic number to eliminate the Orioles is 2 games. And it's 6 to eliminate the Tigers, I believe. Let's look here. Yeah, the magic number to eliminate the Tigers is down to 6. The Yankees got a 4-game series with them coming up. So if they can keep it to that, they win 2. That'll knock the magic number down to 2 games. Just to split the series. Of course, if they win 3, it'll all be over. You got the Twins are 25 games back, Angels 35 and a half, Red Sox are 39 and a half. The Indians fall to 45 and a half. Senators are 54 games back, and the poor A's are 54 and a half games back. Alston Howard increases his batting lead over Norm Cash to 345. Roger with 66 home runs and Mix up to 140 RBIs now. You got Bunning with that 2.18 ERA. And you got Bunning, Ford, Larry with 21 wins on the year. And Luis just picked up his 37 save, folks. Rogers leading in MVP voting. Bill Stafford still leading in the Cy Young. I want to thank Tim D for stopping by. Check out Philip Reynolds' channel. He's doing History Maker Baseball 1961 season. Check that out. Legend Sports Universe. Check out his great channel also. He's doing the Franchise All-Stars, middle of the championship series between the American and National League. Check those games out, folks. Big Clue was here. Check out old Big Clue. And Tim D, and I thank you all for stopping by. Are you going to be doing a game later on, Legends? Oh, thank you, Legends. See if Legends is going to do a game here later tonight. All right, but I'll be looking for it. Hopefully you have time. Hopefully that 4-letter word doesn't get in the way. Until then, folks, you all have a great evening and take care. Oh, I didn't hear about that. Who did he get traded to, Legends? That was an experiment going wrong in San Diego, that's for sure. See where an old Soto got traded to, folks.